Today we talk about the cross-arm defense in Ip Man 3. Hey, welcome to Practice Wing Chun, where we discuss Wing Chun and answer any Wing Chun training questions. My name is Edgar, and this is episode 45 of Practice Wing Chun. So today we're going to talk about the cross-arm defense. I'm not really sure what it's called, but it's based on what I see it as. And this was introduced in Ip Man 3, where the other character, the Wing Chun guy, Cheung Tin Chi, actually I had to look that up. The other Wing Chun guy that came in like this, he was the super aggressive one who used a lot of elbows, and he was just really aggressive, and I loved it. It was like a style that was very different from Ip Man's. And today I just want to talk a little bit about it and its practicalities and probably its weaknesses. Once again, these are just my opinions. So first off, the cross-arm defense actually looks a little bit like Kwan Sao. If you're familiar with Kwan Sao, it's essentially Bong Sao and Tan Sao together. But in his defense, it's more of a Bong Sao and a Wu Sao only. And he looks like he shifted when he gets into his stance. And I think his stance looks really cool. It looks like he's ready to fight. And so if an attack comes from this way, he could easily just Bong Sao, Lap Sao, backhand, or just Tanda chop, go in. And if opponent comes from this way, all he needs is his Bong Sao. And once again, all he needs to do is Lap Sao, chop, and then come back in. And even throwing some kicks in there, because he has the opening for it. It looks like he's inviting people to come towards his right side so that he could just give them a few good kicks. And I like the way this looks. But the problem is you shouldn't always be in Bong Sao, because you leave this open. And that's something that my Sifu emphasized a lot. If you're doing Bong Sao, you need to quickly readjust into something else. You never want to be exposed for too long on one side. And yes, you just shift back and forth, but you're still leaving the same openings. So once again, I mean, for the character in Ip Man 3, I feel like he uses it to bait people to come in so he could kick them. And as you see in the movies, he uses a lot of kicks, a lot of elbows, and he still maintains his form every time. So obviously, he was one of my favorite characters in the movie. And I'm not sure if he's based on an actual person, if that was actually his fighting style, or the character he was based on was more aggressive. But, you know, the one thing I like about Ip Man 3 was it finally showed different styles of Wing Chun, because for the first two movies all you see is Ip Man style, where it's just very neutral, very defensive, and never really aggressive. Even when he was mad in the first one or in the second one, he doesn't go as all out as the Cheung Tin Chi's character, where he just kind of goes like elbow and elbow, crazy kicks, and like just really powerful movements. And I thought that was really cool. So it was really nice to see both perspectives. I'm sure there's many other styles out there too that weren't represented in the Ip Man movies. But you know what? It's still cool to see different styles, whether it's defensive, aggressive, or even just neutral. And I guess the question of the day is, for your style, meaning your specific style, are you more of an aggressor, more of a protector where you're more defensive, or are you just neutral where you just go with the flow and strike when you need to and defend when you need to? For me, I'm more of a defender, where I'm more likely to defend than attack. And that's just my style. So let me know what your style is in the comments below. Oh, and before I forget, so if you're watching this video, you probably may be getting this a day late or something if you're subscribed to the mailing list. But if you want to see the episode as it is released, like my Facebook page or subscribe to the YouTube channel. So there's my call to action today. Question of the day, plus subscribe or like the Facebook page or YouTube page. Alright, until next time, keep training. Today, I have a confession. I lost my streak for the 30-day challenge. I am currently back at day 3. The reason why was this weekend was so busy for me that there just wasn't a moment for me to practice, even for a minute. So I really missed out on it. But this is not going to stop me from ending the challenge. I'm just going to resume it and pick myself back up and get back on track.